Hello, and welcome to UMATA. Who matters? UMATA. I'm G-Man, driving around today in Florida. Got another day, got another note. So, delusions you don't see. What is a delusion? Okay, first and foremost, everyone is delusional, including you. You are a delusional human being. What is a delusion? A delusion is a thought, an idea, a perspective. Basically, anything that's in your brain at any moment is delusional. Period. If you have an idea or a thought that's in your brain, it's delusional because it's not reality. It's in your brain. Where a delusion where a delusion reveals itself is when there's a consequential action, or there's a consequence that happens because of an action you took, because you had a thought and an idea that you in your head thought was true, but in reality it was not. It's called being delusional. I'll give you an example. I walk outside and I get wet. I was delusional. I thought it was sunny outside. No, it was raining. I think it's nice outside because I haven't been outside all day. I go outside, boom, I'm wet. That's a delusion. And a delusion is made where as soon as you walk outside, which is the action you took, the consequence is now you're wet. That's because the view of reality that you thought was true in your brain was not actually the factual. It wasn't the actuality of the world outside or the world around you. Why is that so important? Because it applies to everything in your life all day long. Human beings are thinking people where we live in our heads and we largely interact with our environment with a filter of thought that really no other animal really does. You look at a monkey, you look at a fish, you look at a tiger, you look at a lion. They do what they do because of an immediate biological impulse. Oh, there's a threat, I run. Oh, there's prey, I kill it. Oh, I'm tired, I sleep. Oh, I'm hungry, I eat. That's literally all they do. There is no thinking, there is no filter. They are hyper attached to their environment. They are not delusional in any way. Human beings, though, have this little 2 to 3 inch long area of the brain called the neocortex. That's where the delusions come from. We had this old part of the brain that was just reactionary, and then something happened where the monkey fell out of the tree, and reacting didn't get you anywhere, so someone started growing a longer brain, started having some form of pre-planning or precognitive filter from the moment the light came in their eyes or the sound came in their ear or the feeling hit their nerve endings, because they needed time. They had time to think, and if they took that time to think in some way or process information longer than normal, it made it more advantageous that they would not die. So now you look at today, you have a cell phone, you got the internet, I got earbuds, the Bluetooth, I got a car, I got gasoline. These are all precognitive thinking creations. These are tools, and it's that cognition of time that gave us the ability to make tools, and it was tools that gave us the ability to manipulate our landscape, and it was our ability to manipulate a landscape that allowed us to thrive in challenging environments. But let's get back to a delusion. Why is that important? You need to understand the biology, you need to understand the evolution of what a delusion is. And once you understand that, a delusion is a delayed reaction of the actuality of the world around you for what you currently think it is. And the reason why it's a problem is because every problem in your life is a consequence of a delusion you have. You need to understand that it's not me, it's not you, it's everyone. Everyone is delusional about everything. Look at doctors. Doctors are so easy because they're so delusional about so many things. You have these doctors that literally think that they need to fix people with drugs, and they don't take the time to think, wow, if this person just was 50 pounds lighter, all these problems would go away. They wouldn't even need any drugs. That's a delusion. Or you could take someone who's wealthy. Oh, I have money. No one else is struggling. Get the hell out of here. Everyone's struggling, man. No one has money anymore. People can hardly get to work in the morning. That's a delusion, because they are in an environment where their brain is processing information that's missing. It's not the same information that normal people like you and me have to deal with. So, if you have a problem in your life, you're overweight, you smoke nicotine, whatever else the issue is in your life, you're delusional. The reason why you have this problem is because you think it's not a problem. But that's because you haven't walked outside yet. You know, the fact with coronary disease, sometimes it's a delay. Like, the actuality of being revealed, the problem isn't always revealed instantly. Like, if I walk outside, I could have been delusional for 4 hours before I walked outside. And then after I got outside, bam, I got wet. The same thing can happen with being overweight or having a drug addiction. The consequence of the actuality might be decades before something bad happens that reveals that, oh, I was delusional. So the very first thing, there's a lot of first things you gotta do, but one of the easiest things, slowing down here. One of the easiest things you can do to help break the ice on this stuff is understand you're delusional as hell. And you also need to understand that everyone else is delusional as hell. People think they're hotter than they are, or people think they're funnier than they are, or people think they're less annoying than they are. These are all delusions. Delusions exist in every human being on every area of life, because a delusion is a consequence of the structure of the brain and how it operates in Homo sapiens currently in the 21st century, basically for the last 10,000 years at least, but easily much more than that. So delusions are what is really the hidden enemy. You being delusional, thinking that stuff isn't a problem when it actually is, that is the problem. That's like the ghost that hides around in the house that you can't see, but it makes noise and knocks around late at night. Those are problems. You need to fix them. You need to but before you can fix anything, you have to acknowledge that there's something wrong. And so that's what I got for you. I'm going to sit down. I'm going to chill out. It's near the end of the day. I'm going to probably get some protein to eat, a steak. I'm going to have a steak. But this is UMATA. Who matters? UMATA. Like, comment, subscribe, dog. Ha! See ya.